as cold as 32 degrees, but we're getting another cold front in. It's going to be 30. I feel like my watering is going to last me, so I'm not going to bother watering again. The soil is moist, so I think we're going to be good. Do you have another cold front coming in? I am going to go ahead and move to the watering station area. Hold on. I did get some, let me finish watering here. And then I was going to grab the onion sets and show you guys what I'm going to do with those. Where is the onions I needed? Okay. Let's see. We're going to finish my watering here. I had some watering from this morning. Oops. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, Black Boy Ho. Happy Friday. I'm at my watering station. We're almost done here. This here. This one's done. I'm soaking these. It's like a little tub here. Good morning. How's it in Arizona? How does it get freezing in your zone, Black Boy? Let's see. I'm just finishing my watering of some of the seedlings. Sorry, it's a little low. Hard for me to show you guys. Ew, it's wet. We have another cold front coming in. It's gonna be 30 for the low. So still considered light frost. Anything above 28, I consider a light frost. If it gets below 28, that's when I'm gonna have to cover some of my cold season crops, like cilantro, some of the more tender ones. And actually, all of mine are seedlings at this point. So actually, I need to cover them all. I don't have a lot of big. Even my Napa cabbage needs to be covered down to 28. So that's what we're gonna do. If it gets below 28, which it's not. I think later in the week it will get below 28, and that's when I'm gonna have to cover. Starting to feel like winter here. Jonathan, it was very cold last night. 19 degrees, Jonathan. Okay. Yeah. Gosh. I think we're finally getting some cold weather. We haven't gotten to the teens yet, but we will. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I'm gonna keep, a lot of my seedlings are still babes. Lisa, good to see you. No, I didn't, Lisa. Oh, well, those are bok choy. That was what I harvested, bok choy. Napa cabbage is still here. I just want to finish watering here, and then we'll actually, let's go look at them. They're still here. Oh. Okay. The Napa cabbages are still here. They're not ready. These cabbages in general take forever. So no, they're not ready. Gary, good morning. Down to 28. Yeah, we're getting it right before you, Gary. It's gonna be 30s for the low. That's what it says right now. So no, Lisa, I didn't harvest it. It's not ready yet. We're gonna wait for this whole head to close in. I think it's gonna take another month. It's finally starting to do it though, because otherwise it kind of sits open like this, more like a rose. Lisa, it's like a rose. Open rose rather than like one that's just starting to open. We want like a closed cabbage head. It's like the opposite way of a rose opening up. The cabbage is really open, and then slowly over time it closes. So it's like the opposite of the way a rose matures. It's like a mitt. It's a mitt. I'm just keeping warm out here. It's 50 degrees. It's actually okay. It's a mitt, see? Yeah, these are the same ones, Black Boy Ho. We haven't harvested them yet. Ooh, look at that one. Oh, did this one get damaged? No, okay. I thought that was damaged, but I realized it's just a leaf. This was the damage from before. I don't think I'm gonna water these again. I already watered them really well last time, so I think these will be okay. We are getting a bit of wind today, so I think it'll be okay though. So these are these. Yeah, these, Jonathan, these take, Black Boy Ho, these take like forever to ripen. This is why people always start cabbages sooner than earlier. Hello, Seed Addict. Good day, Grow Me. Happy Friday. Oh, you want to see the apple seeds? I don't think I don't have any, let's see. I don't think they sprouted yet. And I think it's because they know it's a, here, hang on. This is the one. Lisa's asking me about my apple seeds from store-bought. Lisa, you said yours already sprouted or something? So these were the golden apple store-bought, which I thought were really tasty. So look, I got like a carrot in there. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that was, I don't know if that one's something. But I planted like 8 or 9 in here. So if 8 or 9 of the same things come up, I'll know. But right now, this is what it's looking like. 61 days until spring, yay! And 50 until daylight savings, woohoo! 2 months. Wait, Lisa, what are you saying? 1 inch today, what about that? Oh, you're supposed to get 1 inch of snow, Lisa? Jonathan, for me, we're not gonna get snow. We don't usually get snow in my area. We usually get ice. That's the way our weather is. I mean, we're really flat out here. There's no mountain range. I feel like snow only happens when there's, actually, I don't know. But we don't really get snow. It's more like ice. We are not forecasted for snow though. We're just forecasted for cold weather. Okay, let me see how are my seed soaking coming along. I'm almost done with my seed soaking for today. So, hi, Mama. I think I'm done with my seed soaking. Oh, this one's done. Take this out. This one's done. This one's done. This is the spinach is done too. Yeah, you can't let these soak too long, otherwise they get all the. This one's radish. Let's see. Yeah. I need like 2 hands for this. Is this one soaked all the way? I can't tell. Yes, it is. It's glistening. Okay, we're good. Shishi, Mama. My mom just stopped by. I'm just saying hi. Okay. Ooh. Whoa. Ooh. Okay. Here we are. The apple seeds. Wow, Lisa. They say it's supposed to snow in Georgia. Oh, wow. Also, my beets getting big. Oh, Lisa, let's go see. Let's go check on the beets. So no snow, at least not to my knowledge. It's the same one as before, and look, it did good. Although, what was this? Was this from last time? I don't remember. But the beets in general are doing good. I mean, it's getting bigger. Ever so slowly. There's another one over here. Looks like I did a good job watering because, okay, well, this actually looks like it got a little bit of damage. Maybe I'll water this section one again. I'll definitely have to water this. And actually, let me do that now before I forget. We're gonna water the beets because it's showing a little bit of damage. And we're having another frost come in tomorrow morning. So I'm just gonna water it again. Everything else looks good though. No damage. No snow for, okay, nice, Lisa. I am gonna get where's my watering thing? Okay, here we go. Oh, there is one thing that I got though. I was curious. Okay, let's show. I finally got some onions. So you guys know I started some onions from seed, but I also didn't get very good germination rates. So I went to the store yesterday to pick up some sets. And so I got some red onion sets. They sell them like this. I've already planted some of them, so the sets are a lot smaller. I would say it probably comes with about 10 or 50 or so seeds. And then I also got white ones. So this is the white bunch. And then I also got yellow bunch. In my area, this would sell at the garden store for $3.59 each. So whenever I talk about how many pounds of food I've grown, onions make up a good portion of it. So that's what I got here. These are not ones I grew, Jonathan, just to be clear. These are the store-bought. I got them from a store. It's local to my area. I think if you go to any specialty garden store, they'll sell it. This is rubales. I think they're only in the Texas area, or actually maybe even only the Dallas area. But Callaway's, another local store, was also selling them too. So I think if you go to a specialty store, I also had someone tell me that Home Depot was selling it. She's in the Florida area though, so I don't know. I will tell you, in December, I went to visit my Home Depot. They had no seeds. And when I asked the lady when they were going to get seeds, she said March. And I was like, okay, well, that's like when, that's when people already have most of their like big plants already starting to grow. So at that point, it'd be mostly direct seed stuff, right? Hang on a second. Mama, oh, okay, thank you. So yeah, so these are the onion sets. I shared some with my dad, and my plan was to plant these in the walkway, or to line my walkway since I don't really have one. As you guys kind of see, it's like mulch everywhere. So I'm trying to use these as little guiders for my walkway that only I know about. That way, whenever the kids trample through, I'll be like, follow the onions, make sure you follow the path of the onions. That's what I'm gonna do. I already planted some of them. I'll go show you guys what that looks like. It's getting hot out here. Woo, getting hot. It's hot in the sun. All right. Oh, and I asked the garden people, because I saw they had a lot of these crates. I was like, when will you by chance throw away this crate? Because they had a lot of them. And he was like, oh yeah, if you want to help yourself. So I got a crate. It's like this big. I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet. But I was thinking like sifting. I could use it for sifting. I could use it for, yeah, transporting my seedlings, right? Like a lot of them. I could even, I don't know, make a greenhouse out of it. If I had gotten more, like I could have stacked them and made a greenhouse. Anyway, I just got one for now. They said at the end of the month they're going to throw all these crates away. I'm like, okay, I'll keep that in mind. Bye, Mama. Okay, let's see. In the south, let's see, Gary, you're saying in the south, you have to make sure buy plants like yours, the small bulbs. Oh yeah, good point. Good point, Gary. I forgot to mention that. Yeah. In my case, I know that the garden stores specifically buy from Dixondale, which I believe was like a Texas garden company, right? And I know all these are short day because that's what they say. So yes, do remember to make sure that you're buying onion seeds that are appropriate for your region. There's 3 varieties, right? There's a short day, which is appropriate for the southern part of the U.S. Short day literally meaning that the summers are shorter than those in the north, like people in Canada. So, and then intermediate is kind of maybe like the middle region of the U.S. And then there's a long day onion, which would be appropriate for people like Seed Addict and people in Canada. The small bulbs are long day onions and do not bulb up like the short day onions. Small bulbs. Good to know. Yep. Lisa. Yeah, I had a lot. I was supposed to be watering, right? Hang on. I got my abyss. Right? What would you guys use it? What would you guys use this thing for? Let me know. What these crates are really heavy duty. Anyway, I'm excited to have gotten it for free. Maybe you could check your garden store. This is Rebecca inspired. She's like, you could just go ask your garden store what they're throwing out and ask politely if you can take it. And so I did. Although they weren't throwing this out yet. They were just out there, but they had a lot of them. I bought my cherry. Lisa, what'd you say? You what? You bud your cherry plums in the garden? Okay, so yeah, these are the onions. We can plant these. I'll show you guys how I plant them. There's one thing I learned about onions, which is when it comes to depth, don't plant it too deep. Every year I get these really oblong looking onions, so they're like more oval than they are round, and it's because I've been planting them too deep. I used to plant them at a 2-inch depth, but apparently you're only supposed to plant them at a 1-inch depth. So we're going to be doing it right this year and having rounder onions rather than oblong looking onions. Gary, you're saying it would be good to harvest and store vegetables as the holes. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Gary. But yeah, so if you guys go to your local garden store, especially if you're in Texas, it seems like a lot of them will be throwing away their crates at the, or potentially throwing away their crates at the end of this month. That's what the gentleman at Rubala said. Yeah. Pretty heavy duty. I feel like this would have cost you like a good $20 if you did want to buy this. This is really heavy duty. Okay, so we have these, and yes, we were supposed to water. Can't remember to water my precious beets. I have my gray water again. This is from washing our fruits this morning. Oh no, this is empty. Okay, hang on. Wash our fruits this morning. This section, I think I might just need to even mulch it more. I think it just doesn't get... I can just tell the soil's like crumbly. I think I'm gonna have to mulch it more, but okay. I'm gonna fill it with water, and then I'll turn it over so you guys can watch me water it. Whenever I water, I always try not to splash the leaves, right? Try to water at the base of the plant. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give this a good water, and then I'm gonna find some mulch. Let's see. Lisa, you're saying I planted your cherry plums. How exciting, Lisa. How exciting. And then maybe think about trying to trim it to keep it small. I mean, that's what I like to do. Gary, I think Lisa, it has trees. So here, we're just gonna water this. Water the beets. I'm doing a bottom water. Water it really well. I'm trying not to get the leaves. With carrot leaves, it's like really hard not to. Okay. Now I feel like I need to get some mulch to protect these a little bit more. I have a lot of mulch in this section behind, so I think I'm just gonna do this. Just mulch like this. Yeah, and I don't recommend using your hands because mulch is very prickly, but we're just gonna work with it. Okay. Yeah, I definitely didn't add mulch over here, and I think it's really gonna help this area maybe not dry out as much. When it comes to gardening, I feel like one of the key things to being a really good gardener is taking the time to observe and then tweaking your process as needed. So for these, on Monday, or 2 days ago, as you guys know, we were expecting a frost, so I watered everything well. And now you kind of come back through and see what did well. Seems like everything did well minus the beets in the section, so we'll just water a little bit better and put some mulch around it to fortify the area. Jonathan, plants absorb water through the leaves too. Yeah, that's a good point. I think more so the tropical plants, though, in particular. Is that right? I mean, in general, I just know that when it comes to watering vegetable plants, it can spread disease. Although in wintertime, I think the chance of that is much less. But you want to keep the water generally off the leaves. I think your point, Jonathan, is good for tropical plants. And what is everyone else's experience? Oh, Lisa, yours is from seeds. Yeah, that's a good point, Jonathan. Yep. Yeah. It is winter, though, so there's a less chance of the water burning the leaves, but there's still some risk. Gary, you're saying, I have thought about planting seeds for my improved chicksaw plums to see what they would produce. Oh, that sounds fun. My mums. Lisa, have you planted my mums? Or do you mean mums? So the mums are already in the ground. I need to deadhead these. But you see how that's still living over there? Let me see what I mean. These. Ooh, look, they got a little bit of burn. Oh, sorry. Oh, blurry. Is that burn or is it just fading? Maybe it's just fading. Also need to dehead all of this. I don't want to cut it back because you know how dead plants can provide a little bit of frost protection. That's what I'm going to let this do. Since these are already like a little bit burned or whatever, I'm gonna leave it here to provide protection for the base of the plant so it doesn't completely die back. Okay, let's see. Seed addict. Lisa, I love you. I love you writing everyone in here. These are all like, these are our usuals though. I love it though. Thank you for, oh, I just sat on the Napa cabbage. Whoops. A little bit on the edge here. I think it's okay. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Look, I just sat on the Napa cabbage. Whoops. Yeah, okay. It was just the edge. I love how, yeah, for a while we would get like YouTube or people from all over and people not necessarily interested in gardening. But now that I have my regulars, it's like YouTube doesn't feel like they need to share my stuff as much. But it's good. Less randoms. Gary, you're saying most of the burning of leaves during summer comes from the hot water. Oh, okay. It can heat up to really hot time. Yes, it can. Yes, I'm familiar with that. It can even burn people. Yes, I'm familiar with that. Yeah, Gary, I wait for it to cool down. But yeah. Yep. Seed addict, you're saying tomatoes are another good one to keep water off of. Yeah. Yeah. So definitely I try to just generally keep off of it as well. Keep the water off. Let's see what else so the onions I was going to show you guys. Let's see, where is it? Okay. So I have this little, you guys are going to try and follow me here, but oops. I'm talking about the onions and using the onions to line the pathway, right? So here I planted some of these yesterday, and I'm just planting them at roughly a 6-inch or more spacing. 6-inch if you want the big bulbs. I think Gary, you were talking about this, and less if you want a smaller, like pearl-sized onions. I'm here for the big bulbing ones that I'll harvest in May. So I have spaced it at either 6 inches or more. And then it kind of goes around here. Okay, this is a better example. So I have it here, and this is kind of like it's lining my path right now. So you'll see it kind of goes all there. But yep. This is what I plan to do with my onions. And in general, I am in it faces south. My front yard faces south, as you guys know. So it gets really good sun, even now in the winter time. So I'm not so worried about sun placement. And there's also not a whole lot growing in the garden that would shade it out either. So onions are good. They should be frost hardy down to 20 degrees when they're established. Or even when snowing. I see like it snows and the onions still do fine. Lisa, I am not done with soil blocking, but I have enough plants right now that, and I've also kind of run out of the space well, no, that's not true. Actually, what I did was I gave my dad some of the soil blocks so that he could plant them in his garden. So actually now I do have some space to start some more. But for a while, I was kind of maxed out in terms of the strawberry containers that I had. Let me show you guys so we watered that. We can take a look at the seed progress and see how they're doing. I had some plastic trash to throw away there. Whoa! Haha. Oh no, it cracked. Uh-oh. Is the battery still good to use? Oops. Oops, is that okay? My portable battery charger broke. Ooh, it looks like a pretty bad dent. Oops. This isn't even mine. This is my husband's. Oops. No, my dad doesn't have a YouTube channel. He is what I would call, he is pretty much my, he's my disciple, if you will. I'm the master, and he's my disciple. I got him into gardening. Oh gosh, my bad. Oh, okay. A seed added, there's no such thing as growing too many plants. Yep. It's called not enough grow space. Yep. Let's see here. How are we doing? Okay, so we'll take a look at everything. I did flag three boxes that I did want to uppot today. Mainly they're Brussels sprouts. We'll take a look at those. But these are the other ones that are still growing. We got the this is a broccoli, one that I soil blocked and put this in this into a bigger container to grow. So this is the broccolis that we have. And then here are all those 4 calendulas. All I did yesterday or the day before when we had 32, when we were at 32, I just covered them lightly with some fallen leaves and they did fine, open like this. The baby calendulas. And then here we have just some uppotted red cabbage. Oh, that red cabbage didn't make it. Okay, so can somebody tell me, or do you guys recognize, like, what is happening here? Like, is there something in the soil that's eating it? How come it just dies off? I hear the word dampening off. I don't know if that is it, but like it grows fine and then it starts to like shrivel and die like that. I mean, I'm sure there's a number of reasons why, but if you guys have experience, let me know. I think sometimes I underestimate the amount of water it needs. I'm like watering these every day. That might also be the killer too. See, this one's fine though, this red cabbage here. I don't remember what used to be growing in here, but it also died. I think this one also, what was this one? Oh, something's growing there. And this must be dill. This is dill in here. And here we got my celery growing well. What's in here? I think I started dill seeds or green onions. I forget. Lisa, I did a great question. I did do a temp check on my compost, and it is like 66, so it was a little low. I went ahead and disturbed it. I'm gonna do another check of it so I can show you guys how I heated up my pile again. Maybe I'll do that today before the cold front comes in. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll have to do that today. Oops. There's root rot. Maybe, yeah, maybe. I might have been overwatering it. Too much love. Whoops. More celery. Oh, this one's growing really well. So the thing about this is I will leave these to like cover like this, right? And actually it works pretty well at night. Anyway, I think it likes it in here because all my celery are growing especially well here. Like, I feel like they've really taken off. The celery in here. Uh-oh, what was this one? Whatever this was also died. Look at that baby celery. That's a baby celery. It was like even tinier. I'm just proud that it's made some progress. And then there's another baby celery there that's growing. Oh, there's 2 technically. Like, look how baby that one is. Somehow it's still alive. Okay, this one's parsley here. Can you guys tell the difference? It's tricky. We got celery and parsley. What do you guys physically observe? It's light, need watering. If heavy, does not need. Okay. Okay, Gary, I think I'll try that. I generally don't like sticking my finger in the soil, but I mean, that would obviously be another obvious check as well. I think I'll need to be a little bit more diligent about that because, yeah, I'm definitely killing some of my seedlings seems to be overwatering. Yes, it's like a little greenhouse, Jonathan. It works pretty well. I mean, there's no holes at the top, but, I mean, I think if you only do it at night, it'll be okay. I open it up during the day. So, like, you'll see that the celeries are a little bit more lobed than the parsley are. That was my observation. Celery is a little bit more lobed than parsley is. So this is celery, and this is parsley. What else? And I guess you could taste it as well, but when your plants are this small, it's like, what are you going to taste? Oh, what's that? Is that a bug? Oh, no. Okay. All right, so this is this. What else we got here? This used to be something, I think I killed it by overwatering again. I gotta do better. More dill, 2 dills in here, another dill here. I think I've tried to start green onions in here, don't remember. Nothing's coming up yet though. Yeah, oh yeah, I think that's green onion seed, that black seed right there. Jonathan, you're saying set an alarm for you to water every week? Oh, Jonathan, I'm like out here watering every day. Mainly because of the soil blocks though, because the soil blocks dry out really quickly. Let's see. So we got, in terms of soil blocks, yeah, I think my romaine, I already watered this morning, so I'm not gonna be moving this anytime today. The romaine's looking good. Romaine's looking good. What else I got? This is more butter crunch lettuce. What I showed you guys the other day as well. Do I have any peppers? No, not right now, Lisa. Or started some. They haven't sprouted yet though. This is some of this is what butter crunch lettuce that I started on 1/7. That one's trying to come out of the non-existent soil block. What else we got here? I did start some more cauliflower. I don't know. I think we're running out of time here, but I won't be starting any more after this. This is on 1/8. Because I gave some of my cauliflower, I gave one of these trays to my dad. So I was like, well, I need one of my own. So I did start some more cauliflower. These are started on 1/8. They still got a while to go. Oh, the kohlrabi ended up sprouting. Oh, I think I showed you guys these already. Well, every day it's a little bit bigger. I've never grown kohlrabi before. Yeah, it looks like this. Okay. It's getting hot. I need to take off my jacket. And I'm looking for, oh, my stand. That's what I need. Stand. Get my stand. All right. Okay, Jonathan. Watering every once or twice a week. Okay. You mean in the bigger containers? Because I have my micro soil boxes, which I'm definitely watering every day. Okay, I'll check that. I think I'm over watering the bigger garden containers. It's very warm. Okay, I'll check that. No, I don't have any bamboo shoots, Lisa. If I did, they would be like indoors growing right now. Let's see, put these up. Here up. Every day is for my soil blocks I need it, but yeah, I think for the bigger ones, yeah, I might be like overkilling it. Overdoing it. Oh, thank you, Block Boy Ho. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. It's hot. I'm gonna have to put it up. Okay, so these were the onions, and I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna work on these onions and plant these out there. Where is my shovel? Here's my shovel. Have any of you guys made this mistake before? But like, I have a very clay soil, and so I attempted to use this pretty shovel, which you can just tell by how wide the shovel is that it's not meant to dig in clay soil, right? So guess what happened? It broke. The handle broke off. I have a much narrower shovel that works better for digging, like actual digging. But this one's definitely more for like your loose soil that comes in a bag and shoveling through that, not for shoveling through clay. Lisa, you're asking, you know what's guamao? No, I'm like trying to figure out the words that the Chinese words that those convert to. No, guasa, like the face. No, I don't know what that is. Yeah, so anyway, make sure you have the appropriate shovel. This type of shovel, the wide one, is appropriate for loose soil. But if you have really tough clay soil like we do in Texas, you'll probably need a more narrow shovel that's going to give you more leverage and not break off at the handle. All right. Okay, so these were the other ones that I wanted. Have you guys grown Brussels sprouts before? I just know that they take a really long time. I have, these are lettuce seeds. So these are the ones that I flagged. I think I probably need a pot, so I didn't water them today. It looks pretty damp actually, even from yesterday. Yeah, I definitely see roots. And then Brussels sprouts. I didn't water this one either. Have you guys, have you guys grown Brussels sprouts? I just know it takes a really long time to grow. I have some from seed. These are from David's Seeds. Brussels sprouts, anyone? Has anyone grown Brussels sprouts? Mad Rain. No, I don't know what that is, Lisa. Mad Rain vegetable fern. So this is the Brussels sprouts. More Brussels sprouts. Yeah, I'm gonna stop killing off my seedlings by overwatering them. All right. Seed Addict, you're saying no, but I have 2 unopened. Seed Addict, get on it this I don't know, spring. Gary, is this one of those that you would plant in the fall? The Brussels sprouts. Ooh, I'll put it in my. Oh, that's what. Oh, this is handy. I have cargo pants, and I just thought, well, I should put them in my pocket. The extended battery, that is. Extended battery. Maybe what I should do is, let's see. Should we do the onions? Let's do some onions for now. And then you guys can tell me if my technique is correct. Okay, next thing. Where's my gloves? Where is my gloves? Hi, Suppa. We're gonna be sowing onions. So I attempted onion seeds. I'm in zone 8A in North Texas, and I attempted onion seeds back in October. Mostly a fail, and I think it's because my seeds were too old. As Gary, who is known as Grow Your Own Food, often says, he's found that onions have low viability, or keep low viability over time. So definitely plant them within your first year of getting onion seeds. I think I planted something like 120 onions, and I got like six onions from it. So I went to the garden store yesterday and got some onion sets. These are basically onion seeds that other people have started, and you can buy them by variety. Just make sure you grow the appropriate variety for your zone or your climate. In the north part of the U.S., they grow long day. In the medium part of the U.S., it would be intermediate, and in the south part where I am, these are all short day onions. So we have yellow onions that are short day, white onions that are short day, and then of course red onions that are also short day as well. What was I saying? When I'm picking through, some of the things that I look for is, of course, do the roots look fresh? I actually have some water in here just to kind of re-enliven the roots a little. I'm not actually trying to pre-soak it. I'm just trying to get the roots living again. And then also, the bigger the bulb. They say the bigger the bulb, these yellow onions in particular seem to bulb pretty quickly. And I think Gary mentioned the other day that, or it wasn't the other day. Well, somebody mentioned to me that the yellow onions in general bulb a lot bigger anyway, and so that's why, even though these are all kind of probably started at the same time, my yellow onions look a lot bigger. Oh, we got a lot of these hanging out here. Jonathan, you're saying late August, early October is when you plant. Okay, so you do it, Jonathan, you do it more for fall then. Well, we're gonna try and see what we get here. We'll see. Jonathan, did you plant Brussels? Have you grown Brussels sprouts? This will be my first time. Gary, you're saying yes. For us, we plant in the fall and carry them through winter. I've never grown them. Kind of hard to get enough cold weather, but not too cold. Okay. Okay, that's ironic, Gary, because you're in like zone 9. So if it's kind of hard to get cold weather but not too cold, it's definitely harder for me in zone 8A to try to get weather that's cold but not too cold. Any plans? No, I don't think so. It's a 3-day weekend for most of everyone, right? No, we don't have any official plans. Mostly it would be, I got some onions to plant, of course. I have some onions to plant, and we're gonna go do that now. But yes, onions is what we're gonna be sowing. I'm gonna be planting them at just along my pathway here. Let's see. I'm gonna bring this with me. We're gonna walk over there. Try not to drop this. Whew. So the thing that I'm thinking about is, I'm gonna plant it here. I'm planting it right here. This is kind of along my pathway. Right here. And I mulch my entire front yard so that I can grow in it. I've been using cardboard cardboard to mulch to smother the grass. However, I continue to fight the grass though, so there are some sections where I didn't do as good of a job. So grass still grows, and I just, when I find it, pull it up. Soil looks decently moist, so 1 inch depth is what they say. 1 inch depth. Oh, I forgot to get my watering thing. So we're gonna do a red, because that's what I picked here. Red. And in general, my front yard already gets like 6 to 8 hours of sun, even in the winter time. So this is good placement for me. We're gonna do like this, and then I'm gonna mulch it, put the mulch back over, and then I need to water it. We're gonna be having some cold weather though, so I mean, I hope it does okay. I'm not gonna be covering these baby onion plants. I think they'll be okay though. What would you guys say? I know onions frost hardy, but it's typically when they're established, and these are clearly not established, right? I'm like just now planting them. This is a red onion. Gary, we celebrate MLK weekend by planting regular tomato plants. I will be planting around 20 varieties. How exciting, Gary! What happened to uppotting? Oh, the strawberries are still there. I didn't uppot them. They're still there. I'm gonna go get my watering can, or my watering thing, so we can water this in, and I won't forget to do that. Where is my watering? Here we are. My strawberries are still here. In the last spring is when I tried to move them, and they didn't do so well. But I have 2 strawberry plants that are still alive right now. And they're not growing anything, but they will hopefully in the spring. All right, so we're gonna water this in here, right here. Let's plant it around. We're gonna water it in. Water, water, water. And the reason why I was kind of trying to soak the roots was because I'm basically trying to speed up it getting established, because like I said, we have some cold weather coming in. We'll see how all my starts do. Onion sets. All right, so here is kind of where my, this to the left here is my pathway. So I'm just gonna plant it along my pathway. Looking good. Oops, a little bit of grass, not too much. Ooh, it's both cold, but also not that cold at the same time. I feel like I need my jacket again. All right, what do we got? Another red one. Another red onion is what I picked. Where does it plant it in? Oops. Gently. Gently. All right, and then I'm just gonna do like a water. All right, done. Okay, good to see you, Lisa. See you Monday. We're gonna hang out for another 10 minutes here. Gary, you're saying I plant the onions now. The later you plant the transplant, the more transplant shot they go through. They'll do fine with 30. Thank you, Gary, for confirming. Yeah, as I was telling you guys, I specifically, and yeah, I know that when the nurseries get the onion sets, you pretty much want to get them really shortly after, to Gary's point. You don't want to let them sit on the shelf and then you pick it up a week later, because that means they are having to essentially go dormant and then come back again. So before I pitched these up, I called my garden store and I was like, hey, when are you getting your next shipment of onions? They said on Wednesday. So I wasn't able to get there on Wednesday, but on Thursday, bright and early, you can bet I was there. So I picked these up. And yeah, do try to get them planted. That's what I've been doing all yesterday and we'll do today. Seed added. You're saying, I was thinking of growing a bunch of various seedlings this spring from, oh, that's so sweet. Most people would rather have a plant to transplant compared to starting from seed. I agree, Seed Addict. Yeah, people want to be able to see something that's already alive. They don't, I mean, seed starting is a skill though. It's a real skill. It is one of those 5 that I would say are important to becoming like a really good gardener. Seed starting, transplanting, what's the one where you do surgery on the plants? Grafting. There's two other techniques. Can't think of them right now. Oh, propagating. What's the last one? But yeah, so that is definitely, seed start is definitely one of the key skills to master in my book when it comes to becoming a great gardener. Agree. And yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy and it takes time. It's not easy and it takes time. Right, let's plant some more here. Plant some more here. Gary, you already have all of your seeds in the ground, right? I've never tried that. And I think it's mainly because I was afraid that, well, one, we don't actually get onion sets here in my zone until January. And I've never grown from seed yet. But you think I could just grow it from seed and leave it in the ground? I think that's what you do, Gary. And I think that's what, I mean, I think I need to track my seed progress still because, but I might try that, just planting it in the ground so I don't have to transplant. I'm gonna water this. Gary, you say, I bought my seed potato. Oh, okay. You bought a 50-pound bag. Will use most, eat most, and plant the rest. Only cost $32.99 for the bag. Cool, Gary. I did see seed potatoes when I was looking for onion sets. I saw that at the garden store. I don't know how it was priced. They didn't have a price out. But yeah, it did look like it was a 50-pound bag too. How cool. I mean, I wouldn't be growing 50 pounds of potato. But that's so fun. You eat most of it. Oh, I didn't think about though. I didn't think about eating it. That's fun. I do have a bunch of potatoes that I do often start from store-bought though. So that I do. Seed Addict, you say you want to try pepper grafting. I saw a guy. Yes, Seed Addict, that is so cool. I've seen it more commonly with citrus plants where they take like one citrus tree and it has like a lemon, a lime, and a grapefruit on it. And that's really cool. And then they sell that plant for like $60. Very cool. Grafting is like a skill that I have not mastered yet. That is a really big bag, right? I seed the onions in trays and put, oh, okay, that's right. That's right. That's right, Gary. Have you grown blue? I have not grown blue potatoes before. I think I have purple potatoes from store-bought that I actually have been saving, waiting for them to sprout. Yes, that is true, Gary. So there's definitely risks for that. Yeah, there's definitely risks for that. I still do it anyway, though, because sometimes you just can't eat the potatoes quick enough. I mean, that's the main reason. It's not like I'm specifically saving it for that. Good point, though, Gary, to remind us that there could be fungal diseases that the grocery stores don't check for. They make it okay. Okay, good to know. Melt, hello. Do you have any issues with... Well, how exciting, Melt. I personally haven't, at least not to my knowledge, but as Gary, Grow Your Own Food, is calling out here, he's saying that there are fungal diseases that store-bought potatoes will carry that the seed potatoes won't have. So consider that. I mean, I will still grow from it anyway, just because. Or I already have some started. I have some russet potatoes that I have started. I planted them 4 to 5 inches deep, and we'll see. It's going to take a while for them to come to the surface, and it's also still winter technically for my zone, so for me to have planted them out there is risky. because potatoes are not cool season crops. They do not tolerate frost. But I am doing it anyway, in hopes that I can potentially, I don't know, greenhouse it or protect it somehow for when actual spring comes along. Essentially, I just want to be able to jumpstart my potatoes, that's all. All right, another onion planted. I'm excited about using these onions to line my pathways because, like I was telling you guys, I'm the only one that knows where you should step and where you shouldn't. Gary, you're saying like a potato, but with a little different taste. A little stronger, if that makes sense. Okay, some are more blue throughout. Now they're just blue skinned. Ah, okay. Very cool. Oh, here, I'm going to show you guys my bok choy. After I, see, this is what my bok choy looked like. Oh my God, there was a bunny, you guys. Do you guys see it? It was literally right next to me, and I guess I scared it, because look at it. It was literally within like 3 feet of me, and I didn't notice. And then when I moved, it moved. All right. So those are the pests that we have in my area. That bunny that you just saw there. How do you think the bok choy did, you guys? I harvested them right before the frost, right? And then I watered them. So it looks like I did a good job watering them. This is, I think, old damage. This is old damage. So I think I did okay. Yeah, they look good. Looks like I did the watering good. This is the mustard plant that I haven't harvested yet. Yeah, looking good. And they look like they have a lot more room now. Because before, if you guys remember, it was like all scrunched up together. Melt, you're saying, I'm in 9A and our weather has been really crazy, Melt. Like in my area, unseasonably warm. Yeah. Yay, well, welcome, Melt. How exciting. Yes, thank you, Melt. Well, so I just harvested them. I got a pound from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plants right there. I planted them really densely. But they do seem to be doing better than the bok choys that I planted more sparsed out, though. Like they're growing a lot healthier. And then because they are so closely planted together, I don't have to worry about keeping them warm as often as I do my bok choys that I've spaced out. So you'll see here, these are like, this is one plant here, another plant, and this one's probably way too close. This is too close. But I would say like, this is probably a good space. That's like, what, 6 to 8 inches? And then this is another plant here. This is one other plant here. This is another plant. This is another plant. Another plant. No, Gary, no. That's funny.
I'm not coming home for dinner.
Oh, you're not? Why? Okay. But I think the bunny was right there, and I just didn't notice him. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and wrap today. This was fun, though. I'll show you my... Okay, last thing, though. I'll show you my bok choy that I did space out, and I have not harvested from them. They're just... Well... Okay, they got damaged a lot more easily. So here they are. Here I have them a lot more spaced out. I have not harvested from them yet. And they're just more vulnerable to the weather because of how spaced out they are. This one's doing well though, and mainly because it's next to the Napa cabbage. So yep. Seed addict. That's funny. What were you saying? Gary, he wants... Usually the day before you are going to harvest. What do you say? What are you saying, Gary? Usually a day before. Day before my frost is when I'm supposed to harvest. Is that what you're saying? But yep. Okay. Good to hang out, you guys. I'll see you. You guys have a great weekend. Stay warm. And I'll see you guys on Monday. And we'll see how everything does. Be well. Take care. See y'all. Bye.